Okay, I am not an influencer. The company I'm going to recommend in this post does not know me from Adam, and they have not incentivized me in any way. They have not offered to pay me or anything. They don't know me. What I'm about to say is because I have benefited so much, I think you can as well. That company is Payoff. And depending on the platform, I will either tag them in the description on the video or I will post a link to their website in the comments. First, let me go into the history. I am not making very much money, and I am about $18,000 in credit card debt. Mainly because at times cars break down or I have medical bills or other things that come up, and I don't make enough money to pay for those without using a credit card. Now, in order to save money, I have tried to consolidate. A consolidation loan is where you get a loan that pays off your credit cards, and then you pay that loan back instead at a lower interest rate, so your overall payments are lower. However, loan consolidation companies have two problems. One, they require a high credit score. In other words, unless you don't need the loan, you're not going to get it. So I don't have a high credit score. I don't have a low one either. It's 635. It's in the lower end of middle. But I have a perfect on-time payment history with all my creditors. So you would think it would be fairly easy to get a loan. But no. They say your income is too low. Your debt-to-income ratio is too high. So I remind them that if the credit cards are paid off and I'm paying their loan, my debt-to-income ratio is lower. It changes, so that fixes it. However, my debt-to-income ratio is too high, and they won't give me the loans. The other problem is that the ones who do offer loans will often say, well, we'll cancel your credit cards. Well, that would shoot my credit score down. That defeats the purpose. And it would also make it impossible, if I have my car break down again, to have any means to pay it on my income. So that would do no good. I still need the credit cards available for emergencies, even though I need to pay them off faster and have the ability to pay less. So that wasn't working either. Until Payoff. I use a budgeting app because of my income being so low. I use a budgeting app, and the app recommended to me a loan consolidation program, and I thought, well, the worst they can say is no, right? So, that's what everybody else says. So Payoff offered a 9.99% loan that would pay off my credit cards without canceling them. So they'd pay off my debt, and so instead of paying $300 to this credit card, $200 to that credit card, $100 to that credit card, all these different credit cards trying to pay off my debt forever at 15.99 to 25.99% interest rate, I could pay off one company, one payment a month, at 9.99% interest rate, which would lower my overall payments month by month by about $300, meaning that's $300 more a month in my pocket from my paycheck that I could use for other bills or even saving for an emergency so I don't have to use credit cards anymore. Another advantage of this would be that when the credit cards are paid off without being canceled, that shoots my credit score up, because that means less credit used. Even though I have the same amount of debt, I have less credit used, and so my credit score goes up and allows me to get better rates on future things if I ever have a chance to maybe buy a car or a home. So I decided to apply and give them a chance. And I did some research and found out that Payoff was founded by a man who decided that banks take advantage of the poor, and he wanted to give the poor the same chance that the wealthy have by giving them lower interest rate loans and helping them get their credit score built up. And so I thought, this is great. So I applied, and I was shocked when I was approved the next day. I was approved for a $20,000 loan, and I didn't post this post here until I actually got the money. I got the money this morning. They paid off all of my credit cards, and I have a little bit of money to pay off my additional debt, and I am now going to be paying them, instead of the credit card companies, $300 less than I would have been paying the credit card companies. And I did the math. At the 9.9% interest rate versus the credit card interest rates, I'll be paying $5,000 less over the life of the loan. That's money in the pocket, and my credit score is going to be shooting up as well. So I want to recommend this. If you have credit card debt and you make on-time payments, contact Payoff. They can help you out, lower your monthly payments, lower your overall payments, get your credit score raised by having the credit card limits available to you instead of all, taken up by your debt, and allow you to get on your feet. So to contact Payoff, I highly recommend it. The worst they can say, as I said earlier, is no. And the best they can say will save you thousands over the next few years. And there you go. Like I said, they haven't incentivized me. They don't know me. This is just my personal testimonial to say you should try Payoff.